Hi everyone and welcome back to a new workout video on my channel. This time we're going to do a flexibility floor workout, which means that we're going to spend the next 30 minutes or so just stretching out our bodies. If you're new to my channel, I upload two different types of Pilates workouts every week. One that is easier, which is the flexibility floor workout that we're about to do now, and the core control workouts that are a bit more challenging. So no matter what you are after, I got something for you. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, make sure you do that so you don't miss any of my upcoming workout videos. I upload every Tuesday and Saturday. But let's begin this workout, so just grab your mat and we'll dive right in. So we're going to start in a standing position, so just place your feet hip width apart on the floor, stand up nice and tall, soft bend through the knees, engage your core, lift the chest, lower the shoulders down and away from the ears. And then interlace the fingers behind your back, extend the arms, open up through the chest. Just take a few deep breaths here. If you want to get a deeper stretch, just lift the hands a little higher. Now, next time you exhale, look over your right shoulder. Inhale, hold the stretch. And then exhale, look over your left shoulder. Inhale, hold the stretch. And exhale, look over your right shoulder again. Inhale, hold. Now you have the option here to breathe out and roll the head over to the opposite side. Inhale, hold the stretch. Then breathe out as you roll the head over to the other side. Inhale, hold. Do a few more each side. Just move with your own breath. So you'll feel a stretch through the neck on the opposite side as you look over your shoulder. Do one more each side. Come back to center, just release the hands. Very good. Now take a step forward with your left foot. Make sure both heels are on the floor and your toes are pointing forward. Now bring your palms out together and your arms out in front. And then as you breathe out, reach your right arm up and over. And then turn the chest to face the side wall. Make the circles as big as you can. And then inhale, come back down. And back to the starting position. Palms together, same thing on the right side. So breathe out as you reach the arm above the head. And inhale on the way back. So imagine you're standing up close to a wall and you're drawing a big circle with your hand on the wall. Do one more. And then bring your palms together and then arms down by your side, step back and then take a step forward with your right foot. So we'll do the same thing on the opposite side. Again, make sure both heels are on the floor, toes pointing forward, palms together, arms out in front, and then draw a big circle with your left arm this time. So breathe out as you reach above the head and inhale on the way back, palms together. Same thing again, breathe out as you reach. And inhale on the way back, do two more. Last one coming up. And then palms together and then just lower the arms down by your side and step back. So place your feet hip width apart on the floor and then just drop the chin towards the chest and slowly roll down. Come all the way down to the floor and then stay in your forward fold. Keep a soft bend through the knees, relax the arms and the neck, head is heavy. Maybe walk the legs out, bending one knee at a time. You'll feel a stretch on the back of the leg on the opposite side as you bend the knee. Now grab a hold of your right shin with your left hand and then breathe out, reach your right arm up to the sky. Inhale, come back down, same thing opposite side, grab your left leg and exhale, reach with your left arm. Inhale as you come back, do 2 more each side, breathe out as you reach. And inhale as you come back down. One more each side. And then come back to center. Now walk with your hands out to plank. Make sure you place your hands directly under the shoulders. And then engage your core. We're going to do 1 push-up here, so you can drop the knees to the floor if you need to. Otherwise, stay up on your toes. Spine in neutral position, elbows close to your body. And then push back up. Flex at the hip. Stretch back onto your heels. And then walk with your hands back towards the feet. And slowly roll back up standing. Stand up tall at the top, roll back the shoulders, open up the chest. And then roll down again, same thing again. So once you come down to the floor, just walk with your hands out to plank. Do 1 push-up. Flex at the hips, stretch back onto your heels. And then walk with your hands back towards the feet. And slowly roll back up standing. Roll back the shoulders, stand up tall at the top, and then roll down to the floor 1 more time. We're gonna do 1 more push-up. Hands directly under the shoulders, engage your core. Push back up, flex at the hips, stretch back onto your heels. And then walk with your hands back towards the feet. And stay in your forward fold. Just take a few deep breaths here. So you'll feel a stretch through the back of your legs. So just let gravity do the work for you. Just let the upper body hang. And then from here, just walk out and then drop the knees. Now make sure your spine is in neutral position, so you should have that slight curve through the lower back. Draw the navel towards the spine to hold your spine in that position. Now take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, brace to the core. So you tighten your abdominals, draw the navel towards the spine. Inhale, release the core muscles. Still make sure you keep your spine in neutral position. Breathe out, brace to the core, draw the navel towards the spine. And inhale, just release the core muscles. Breathe out, brace to the core again. So do a couple more, just practicing switching the core on and off with your breath. So use the out breath to stabilize your spine and to brace to the core. Now, next time you breathe out, reach your right arm out in front. Make sure you stabilize your spine so that it stays in neutral position. Inhale, lower back to the floor. Same thing, left arm. So breathe out as you lift. And inhale to lower. So just keep alternating arms. Still focusing on the breathing and switching the core on as you breathe out to stabilize your spine in neutral position. Do 1 more each arm. Very good, and then come back to the starting position. Now we'll do the same thing, but lifting 1 leg at a time. So again, just make sure you find your neutral spine. We'll just start with a few breaths. So same thing again, breathe out, brace to the core, tighten your abdominals. Inhale, just relax the core muscles. Exhale, brace to the core. Draw the navel towards the spine. Inhale, relax. Now next time you breathe out, lift your left leg. So extend the leg out long behind you. Engage your core to stabilize your spine in that position. Inhale, lower back to the floor. Same thing on the right side. So breathe out as you extend the leg out long behind you. Inhale on the way back. So just keep moving with your breath. Imagine you have a glass of water on your back and you don't want to spill, so you need to move slow and controlled to make sure your spine stays in neutral position and that your hip stays parallel with the floor. Do 2 more each leg. Final side. And then come back to the starting position. Now you can sit back onto your heels and just take some rest here if you want to. And then when you're ready, come back up to 4-point kneeling again. So make sure your hands are directly under your shoulders and your knees directly under the hips. Spine in neutral position. Again, we'll just start with a couple of breaths. So breathe out, brace to the core. Inhale, release the core muscles. Exhale as you engage the core. And inhale, relax. Now, next time you breathe out, lift one arm and the opposite leg. So again, make sure you engage your core so that your spine stays in neutral position. Make your body as long as you can. Inhale. On the way back, same thing, opposite side. So breathe out as you lift and lengthen. And inhale as you come back to the floor. So make sure you move slow and controlled. Remember the glass of water on your back. Make sure you don't spill. Do 1 more each side. And last one coming up. Very good. And then just sit back onto your heels and rest. Now come up into a seated position, facing sideways. And keep the bottom knee bent and the top leg straight. Place your hand directly under your shoulder and then breathe out, lift the hip and reach with the top arm. Inhale, lower back to the floor. Now you can come down on your elbow if you want to. So just keep moving with your breath. Breathe out as you lift and reach. And inhale as you come back down. Do 2 more. And last one coming up. Very good. And then come all the way down to the floor on your side. So you can rest your head on your arm. Now keep the bottom knee bent for balance and the top leg straight. And then flex the top foot, push the heel away from you so that your waist lifts off the mat. And then breathe out as you lift the top leg and inhale as you lower. Make sure you keep your hips stacked on top of one another. breathe out as you lift the leg, and inhale on the way back. So remember to try to lift your waist off the mat, just to keep your core engaged and to keep your spine in the correct alignment. Do 2 more. And then lift the leg. Now inhale, lower halfway. Breathe out, lift back up. Inhale, lower halfway to the floor. And exhale as you lift. So you do little pulses, just move with your breath. Do 4 more. Remember to push the heel away from you. And last one. Very good. And relax. Now bring the top leg out in front and then extend the bottom leg. And then bring your hands out in front, palms together. And then breathe out as you take the arm out to the side, open up the chest. And inhale on the way back. Breathe out as you open up the chest. And inhale as you come back. Now you can also take the top arm around in a circle if you want to. Do 2 more. And last one coming up. Very good. And then now bend the top knee and bring the knee up as high as you can, and then place your hand on top of the knee. And then push the knee close to the floor and then extend the other arm out to the side. So open up the chest. So just stay here for a few breaths. From here, push yourself up to a seated position. Bring the legs over to the opposite side. So you'll do the same thing on the opposite side now. So place your hand or elbow directly under the shoulder. And then keep the bottom knee bent and your top leg straight. And then breathe out, lift the hip and reach with the top arm. Inhale, come back to the floor. Remember, you can come down on your elbow if that's more comfortable for you. We'll do 2 more. And then come down to the floor. Go all the way down on your side. Keep the bottom knee bent and the top leg straight. Flex the top foot, push the heel away from you. Try to lift the waist off the mat. And then breathe out, lift the top leg, and inhale as you lower. Breathe out as you lift, and inhale on the way back. Again, make sure you keep your hips stacked on top of each other. Do 2 more. And then lift the leg. Inhale, lower halfway to the floor. Exhale, lift back up. Inhale, lower halfway. And breathe out as you lift. So just do little pulses, move with your breath. Remember to push the top heel away from you. Do 3 more. And then lower the leg all the way down to the floor. Bring the top leg out in front. And then extend the bottom leg. Bring your hands out in front, palms together. And then breathe out as you open up the chest. And inhale on the way back. Breathe out as you open up the chest. And inhale as you come back to the starting position. Again, if you did so on the first side, you can take the top arm around in a circle. Do 2 more. Last one coming up. Very good. Now bend the top knee and bring the knee up as high as you can. And then place your hand on top of the knee and then reach the other arm out to the side. So use the hand to push the knee close to the floor. And then stay here for a couple of breaths. Take one more deep breath here. And come back. Very good. Now come over onto your back. And then place your feet about mat distance apart. And then lift the heels off the floor. So you keep the toes on your mat. And then bring your arms out to the side. Now breathe out as you bring the knees over to the right. And then inhale as you go through center. And breathe out, bring the knees over to the left. Inhale through center. Just keep moving from side to side. We'll do one more each side after this one. So next time you bring the knees over to one side, just bring them all the way down to the floor and then just relax the legs. Just stay here for a few breaths. So just completely let go of the legs. Take 2 deep breaths here. And then come back up and bring the knees over to the opposite side. Same thing here, so just completely relax the legs. Stay here for 2 deep breaths. Very good, and then come back to center. And then bring your arms down by your side and place your feet about hip width apart again and bring your heels back down to the floor. Excellent. Now lift your right foot off the floor, so you keep the right knee at 90 degrees and your left foot on the floor. Find your neutral spine, so you should have a little bit of space between your spine and the mat. Engage your core, draw the navel towards the spine to stabilize your spine in this position. Now, as you breathe out, extend your right leg and lower it as close to the floor as you can without losing your neutral spine. Inhale on the way back. Breathe out, extend the leg. And inhale on the way back. So you can place your fingers underneath your lower back just to be able to feel if you arch your back, because that way you'll know if your spine is in neutral position or not. Now, if you want to make it more challenging, lift your left foot off the floor and keep that knee at 90 degrees. And then breathe out as you extend and lower the right leg to the floor. Inhale on the way back. Breathe out as you lower. And inhale on the way back. Do 4 more on this side. And then lower the left foot to the floor again, and then place your right leg across your left leg. So the foot may wrap around the calf or ankle as well. And then bring your arms out to the side again, and then bring your knees over to the left. Just stay here for 2 deep breaths. And then slowly come back up again, unravel the legs. Bring your arms down by your side. Find your neutral spine again, lift your left foot off the floor this time. And then breathe out as you extend the leg, lower it as close to the floor as you can. And inhale on the way back. Again, you can place your fingers underneath your lower back to make sure that you keep the same amount of space between your spine and the mat as you lift and lower the leg. Again, if you want to make it more challenging, lift your opposite foot off the floor and keep that knee at 90 degrees. And then breathe out, lower the left leg to the floor and inhale on the way back. We'll do 4 more. Last one coming up. Come back to the starting position and then lower the right foot to the floor. Place your left leg across your right leg. Again, the foot may wrap around the calf or ankle as well. And then bring your arms out to the side and your knees over to the right. Just take 2 deep breaths here. And then slowly come back up, unravel the legs, bring your arms down by your side, and then lift both feet off the floor. So your knees are directly over the hips. Keep your knees bent, point the toes. Find your neutral spine. Make sure you brace to the core. Now breathe out, lower the right foot to the floor. So keep the right knee bent, tap the floor with your toes. Inhale, come back up. Same thing on the left side. So breathe out, tap the floor with your toes. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift back up. Now, if you want to make it more challenging, you can lower both feet to the floor at the same time. Tap the mat and then inhale, lift back up. Just make sure if you do that your spine stays in neutral position as you lower the legs. If you find that you arch or flatten your spine, then you might want to go back to the easier level where you just lift and lower one leg at a time. So just make sure you find your level. where you can hold your spine in neutral position. We'll do 4 more. And last one coming up. And then just bring the knees to your chest, wrap the arms around the knees, rock from side to side. And then place your hands on top of your knees, keep your knees together, and then make circular motions with your knees. So you can use the hands to guide the knees. You'll get a massage through the lower back, and then take the knees around in the opposite direction. And then back to center, and then bring both legs along on the floor. And then draw the chin towards the chest and roll up to a seated position. Now take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, just slide the hands forward. Try to reach the toes. And then inhale, come back up. Sit up nice and tall. Lift the chest and breathe out. As you fold, try to touch your toes. And inhale, come back up. Just try to stretch a little bit deeper each time. We'll do 2 more. And then come back up. Now bring your feet together and keep your knees out to the side, so you create that diamond shape with your legs. And then place your forearms on top of each other, so you create that square shape with your arms. Now make sure you lift the chest, lower the shoulders down and away from the ears, and then breathe out, rotate to the right. Go as far as you can, and then inhale as you go through center. Breathe out as you turn to the left. Twist as deep as you can. Inhale as you go through center. Now make sure you keep that square shape with the arms, so you don't want to pull with your arms. Make sure you keep your arms completely still. The movement should only come from the upper part of your spine. Also notice how it feels on each side. You might be able to stretch a little deeper on one side than the other. We'll do 1 more each direction. And then come back to center. Very good. Now come over onto your knees and sit back onto your heels. Take a deep breath in, and then as you breathe out, come forward, keep your nose and chest close to the floor. Inhale, lift the chest, tuck your toes under, and then exhale, lift the hip, flex back onto your heels. And then inhale, drop the knees to the floor and sit back onto your heels. Breathe out as you come forward, keep your nose and chest close to the floor. Inhale, lift the chest, tuck your toes under. Breathe out as you flex at the hips, stretch back onto your heels. And inhale, drop the knees to the floor and sit back onto your heels. We'll do 1 more. And then finish in downward facing dog. Do little pulses with your feet. Bend one knee at a time. Try to bring the heels close to the floor as you can. Also try to draw the chest closer to the thighs. Keep your ears directly in between the arms. And then from here, just slowly walk with your hands back towards the feet. Stay in your forward fold. Take 2 deep breaths here. And then slowly roll back up standing. Alright, that is it for this workout. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Now I will be back again on Saturday with a new workout video, and that one is a core control workout, so if you're down for a challenge, make sure to come back on Saturday. Thank you so much for joining me for this workout. I hope that you liked it. I'll see you again in my next video.